We were the southernmost tribe in the Powhatan chiefdom. People usually call it a confederacy, but it wasn't a confederacy, it was a chiefdom. We had 300 bowmen when the English came to set up Jamestown, the first permanent English colony. When the English first landed, they landed on the bank of the Atlantic where the Chesapeake emptied into the Atlantic. I believe that some of my people were there when they landed, so of the Powhatan Indians, my tribe were some of the first ones to greet the English. Nearby is a place called Dumpling Island. Back in the day when the English needed corn, they came and traded with us, but then when we started running out of corn, then they came and attacked us and went to Dumpling Island where we kept our food stores and took all the corn off Dumpling Island and tried to kill us all off back in the 1600s, and we escaped into the Great Dismal Swamp to survive. This land that we're standing on here, Lone Star Lakes, is part of the Nansemond territory. The river that we're standing next to is the Nansemond River. We're named after it, or it's named after us. I don't know which, but it's the river that we're known for. We lived on both sides of the Nansemond River, on the south bank of the James River, and all the way to the Dismal Swamp, all the way south to the Dismal Swamp was our territory. We were known for our bear hunting skills and our corn growing skills. As a matter of fact, we were known as the granary of the colonies because we were the ones that had the most corn stored up of all the tribes. Ours was we had the most corn stored.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a men's traditional dancer. That's the category that I dance. This is a men's traditional style, a Western Plains style men's traditional outfit. My people didn't wear the dance bustles, and we didn't wear the hair roaches, but we did wear the leggings. We were Eastern Woodland Indians, so we didn't wear that kind of stuff, but I wear it because I like it. I like the way it feels on me. I like the way it looks on me. Men's traditional dancing is the oldest dancing known to the American Indian. We would dance for various reasons. Just before we went on a hunt, before we went to war, to celebrate lots of things, various things. So we dancing and singing and drumming was, in the forefront of our culture.
On my mother's side. I walk my path basically as Cherokee because it's from my mother's line and it's matrilineal. So, but every now and then I'll wear my Creek cut feather just to give those ancestors some representation too.
How long have you been dancing?
I started my path about 7 years ago. I have always known who I was, but I didn't start dancing until about 7 years ago.
And when you're in the circle, what does dancing mean to you?
I take full advantage of the dance being an opportunity to pray. When my ancestors woke up in my heart, I saw them, they filled the entire room and they rest on my shoulders. People tease me, why do you stand up so straight? It's because I carry a lot of people when I pray.
tribe?
We're the largest tribe on the East Coast. We have like 50,000 people in North Carolina. We have people come from North Carolina up to Maryland for work. Then they went out to Chicago for work.
Your tribe federally recognized?
We are federally recognized, but we don't get all the benefits that other tribes get. We have a lot of funding for housing and health issues, but we don't get, like the feathers and all the other stuff that other tribes get. And so we have them all over pretty much the East Coast.
And how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing for 11 years.
And what does it mean to you when you're dancing inside the circle?
Dancing for me is a form of prayer. Whenever I'm dancing, I'm praying. And then that's what I teach to my kids. It's about prayer.
And I know you're teaching your daughter how to dance. Is your son dancing as well?
My son's been dancing since he was 2, but he's not into it that much. He likes to drum. So each person is able to do what they like.
Pamunkey tribe was one of the largest tribes. We still live on our piece of land that we've always lived on for thousands of years in King William County. We are the oldest reservation in the whole country. We still do our pottery and that fishing. And
what does dancing mean to you?
gosh, I don't know. It's an expression of we're free. My generation's free to do this. My mothers weren't, her mothers weren't. And our generation, I think I'm the X generation, and these Y generation now are free to do this, to come together. It's like a big family reunion. We come together, we pray together. Personally, for me, when I'm dancing, I'm praying and dancing for people that have asked me to dance, that are unable to dance, that have passed on, and to represent my family.
And talk about that women's circle.
The Intertribal Women's Circle, we're going on our 10th year, March 13th of 2013. We came together, just tribal women that want to preserve traditional art forms. We started just trying to hold on traditions, but it started leaning more towards the arts. That's where my heart is all art forms. I love all mediums of art and all cultures of art. But in regards to our art forms, a lot of them are lost. So we're fortunate enough to have elders that are teaching us within our group. We even have young people from different tribes that are still holding on to those traditions and passing them on. So it's just we're sharing knowledge. We have socials and some fun stuff too, but we have workshops that are mainly for members.
Hallowasaponi means people of the Red Earth, and Halawa means, well, the counties where we're from, Halifax and Warren County. We're a Siouan language-speaking tribe, but we also had the Longhouse system too, if I'm not mistaken. We have our own language. It's completely different from other languages that's around there. It's like just centralized there. So, I mean.
And how long have you been dancing?
Since I could walk, so about 18 years.
And when you're inside the circle dancing, what are you thinking?
I try to get my mind into like the warrior mindset. Like I try to think about what they went through and what I would do and how mad I would get. So I think about that, and it motivates me to push harder and keep on going.
And you do hand drumming as well? Tell us a little bit about that.
There's not really much to say about hand drumming. Most hand drum songs started like in the San Francisco area, the 49s, and it was just a party that people got together and they sang, and then they started coming up with words, and then it became love songs and tells tales about the powwow life pretty much.